Hey YouTube. I decided that I want to make a video on this particular subject versus writing it down. Um, I had a heated discussion with an individual today who I used to be subscribed to. Her name is Terrycloth97. Uh, I was subscribed to this individual originally for hair. Um, that's how I originally came to know her, was because of hair. And during that course of time, learned that she was pregnant with a baby. She was pregnant with a baby, but I learned that she was pregnant, and I think up until her 8th week, I think she had a miscarriage. 8th or the 12th week of her pregnancy, she had a miscarriage. Um, Soon after her miscarriage, she was trying to get pregnant again. She broke up with her boyfriend, who was originally the father of the baby. She broke up with her boyfriend, and she was trying to get pregnant again. So she found a donor to try to get her pregnant. She was trying to get pregnant off of her miscarriage cycle, and I thought that a bit odd, especially seeing how her age was, because she's over 30, seeing her age and the fact that give your body a break, find out why you had the miscarriage, and none of that happened. And it was my assumption that that she was basically really well off. And over the course of time, I started to notice that it's like she was obsessing about becoming pregnant. She was getting the ovulation kits. She was getting the pregnancy tests galore, pregnancy test galore. I mean, she was even taking pregnancy tests while she was going through her miscarriage cycle, which was really odd. Um, I made a couple of comments to her in previous videos, and it kind of like she kind of like brushed a lot of things off, when I explained to her, well, why don't you check and see, basically what's wrong, maybe something wrong with you internally, the reason why you had the miscarriage before you try to start having a baby again. And she went on to say that she had a good support channel, which was her mother and whatnot. But today it was just like the last straw. Today I was just like, wow, you're obsessing with this pregnancy thing. Is there's got to be a reason why. What's the reason why you want to be pregnant so bad? And she got a little bit pissed off at me for it. But if you really look at her channel, it's like um, she has a one video that she made, and either it was yesterday or today. But she was actually in her daughter's room, and their rooms look, oh my god, I mean, their rooms were so crazy, it wasn't even funny the way how the rooms look. And I explained to her that well, all the money that you're putting into these pregnancy kits, why don't you put the money towards one of your kids? Because if you get pregnant, you get pregnant. You don't have to take a pregnancy test every cycle. I mean, it was like she was obsessing over it. So anyway, me and her got into this argument. She said I was disrespecting her, which I don't see how I was disrespecting her. And she's saying that my comments were negative, and people were trying to get pregnant, blah 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 blah. Um, which is all fine and dandy. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. I am a big reality thinker, and I told her that hey, if you want to take me off your page, you're more than welcome to. It doesn't bother me, but I would really like for you to sit down and think about it, because in my eyes, I see it like this. I have 3 kids. I had 4. One of them passed away. Um, so one, I do know what it feels like when you have a child that pass away. Um, it's not like I had a miscarriage. I had actually had a child pass away, you know. Um, but I had 3 kids now, and I want to be able to give my kids something when I pass away. You know, I don't want to be to a point where I pass away and my kids can't even bury me and have money on the side left for them. And I was trying to explain that to her. I'm like, unless you're Puff Diddy or, one of those big, movie stars or singers or whatever, making billions of dollars, then why would you put your kids through that? Oh, it's nice and dandy, while you're alive to baby them. But what happens if something happens to you? What happens if you get sick, and you keep, wanting to have babies? There's got to be a point where you say, okay, as a single parent, because you're not with anybody. So as a single parent, you know, what's going to happen to me if I get sick? Your mom is not going to be around forever. So what is going to happen when I get sick? What's going to happen if I get deathly ill? How are my kids going to take care of themselves? What's going to happen, when my kids get, 18 years old and they want to go to school, and guess what? Mom doesn't even have any money set aside for me to go to school. And I don't, some of those things I don't think that she's actually looking at, but I wish her all the best of luck. But that's a lot of stress and strain that you're putting on yourself and you're putting on your kids, because it's like the less money, the more kids you have, the less money you're gonna have in your pocket. And with her, she had asked me a couple of things like, well, how much did you pay for your hair steamer, and how much did you pay for Miss Jessie's products? And I told her how much did I pay for everything, but I also told her I don't buy myself anything, and I repeat anything, without buying stuff for my kids first. There's days or years or months that I go by without getting myself anything, but I always make sure my kids have. My kids won't ever go to school with no messed up clothes. I'll walk around all day with holy clothes on if I have to, but my kids will never walk out that door with messed up clothes on, messed up hair. That will never happen in my house. My kids won't go to sleep in no messed up bed, because if you look at her bed, oh my goodness. But my kids will never go to sleep in no messed up bed or anything, you know. And it kind of was weird a little bit, because her thing was, oh well, one of my daughters uh, messed up her bed last year. Okay, she doesn't have a frame. She doesn't have a headboard. Neither one of them have headboards. And then the mattress looked like it's big like a big fat woman's been sitting on it. I mean, if it happened last year, why would you even let your child sleep on a bed like that? That is so weird. But that's not my life. That's her life. I mean, it's scary. It's really scary. It's really scary. But I'm gonna let that go, because I said what I had to say. I wish her all the best of luck. And if she ever sees my video, hopefully one day reality will sink into your brain, because I hope that you do for your kids. Other than that, I'm gone because I have homework that I have to do. Getting ready to end one class and getting ready to go into another one. Anyhow, peace out.